We're talking about the importance of strategy in e-commerce experiences. So as I just said, finding, buying and nurturing. And with a platform like BigCommerce, you have a great sort of foundation, but not if you don't create great content to get there. And Tracy can speak to case studies where people, some of her clients, apply great strategy and those who don't, and the impact on the bottom line.
When you're reselling products, the number one, like the big advantage that you ultimately have is a brand. You are getting products from somebody else rather than putting time in to actually, build a new product. What you're doing with that time instead is actually building a brand. So you need to understand who those customers are, how they want to be spoken to, get really great photos, really write these things out in a way that appeal to them.
Again, make it easy for people. Don't put hurdles in their way. So there are lots of different payment options these days. Make the right choice for you that makes sense for you, for your customers.
Anything that you ever use on your homepage, if it's like, oh, Elle Magazine has talked about me, get that on your product page as well. People are coming in and viewing your product and your entire brand on your product page just as often, if not more often, and likely over time going to be more often, via your product page rather than your home page. That's a really good thing. You're cutting out one step to get them down the funnel.
The content has to be in your tone of voice. It has to suit you. It has to suit your product. It has to fit with your world of content, not your competitors' world. I mean, and having something like reviews on the product page, I mean, it's a risky thing for lots of businesses because you're opening a channel to user-generated content. That's just like, a lot of people who are risk averse won't want to do that. But transparency and openness will trump nearly everything else. Not all content is equal. So you don't sort of spend hours and hours lavishly creating uniformly kind of perfect product pages when everyone, investing half that time in a category page will get just as many people. So, just that's something to take away. Not all content is equal and you need to decide what is the most important for your brand. You want to create user-centered content. As I said before, your reality is less important than your users. Keep your customers and their needs at top of mind. Create a sustainable system, invest in it, serve the right content at the right time and scale for growth. So this is all just planning.
Yeah. And know that it's okay to start small.
Yeah.
Completely fine to start small, test it, figure out what works, and then scale over time. There's no shame, there's no embarrassment, there's no anything in saying, I just don't have the time to do this one thing right now. I'm going to focus my time on this, make it work, invest, and then move on to the next thing.
So to prepare for success, content in an e-commerce context, it can make money for you because it can decreases your ad spend because people are finding you via organic SEO search, increase conversion, and create repeat customers.